Good evening, guys. I'm so glad to have you back on the channel. Thank you for coming back to watch the videos, football stories. I appreciate every single one of you who joined in to watch the videos, to catch the videos, and of course, subscribers of the channel. Thank you so much. And of course, you know what it is. We are still, being hyped for that solid victory that we got against Cameroon yesterday, and of course, the boys showed the class that they are starting to prove critics wrong, because no one gave them the chance. No one put them at that level as the team to beat. If you check stats, you would see that they are obviously rating a lot of countries ahead of us: the Senegal, the Morocco, the Cameroon, and all of that. But after yesterday's game, I'm sure everybody's now starting to think that Nigeria might be the team to beat after all. But quickly, let me give you the gist for this video, and of course, it's starting obviously with the one about Coach Peseiro, and what he's now said about the reason why Iheanacho didn't play that Cameroon match. Of course, if you recall, the last video that I dropped before that match, I stated that Peseiro, Peseiro said in his interview that he was going to introduce Iheanacho in that game. And he said that, to be honest, he said that to one of Nigeria's reporters. But of course, Peseiro has now come out again now, to say the reason why he didn't play Iheanacho, as he said. And apparently the reason, based on Peseiro, is that, his plan to play Iheanacho was actually to bring him in the second half. But of course, in that Cameroon game, when at the heat of the game, we were actually leading 1-0 when the first half ended, and then we entered the second half, and we started getting heated and all of that. We didn't get the second goal until 90 minutes. So Peseiro said that the reason he didn't introduce Iheanacho was that he wasn't looking for a goal. That yes, he knows the caliber Iheanacho has, he knows the quality he has, he knows his threat, in terms of scoring goals, creating chances. He knows all of that, but he did not bring him because he wasn't looking for goals. Remember, Peseiro is a man that is very pragmatic and is very strict in terms of his belief. He doesn't care about what people say. He wants to do what he wants. He said it before that match that he wants to win 1-0. All he wants to do is try and defend, get a clean sheet, and maybe just go on attack, score 1 or 2 goals. He didn't bring Iheanacho was because he wasn't looking for a goal. He was looking to defend the goal, the one goal, as at that time. Because we had to play through one goal until 90th minute, when Lookman, tucked in that one, brought in by the cross of Calvin Bassey. But of course, Peseiro, is a man of his word. He would have brought Iheanacho, but there just wasn't any convenience for Iheanacho to come in. And he's now come to defend, the fact that he didn't bring Iheanacho. He wanted to win. So he also went further to say that he doesn't know what Nigerians think about football and names. He said that Nigerians actually value names more than they value results. To be honest, because all the things that he hears people tell him, all the criticism is, put this guy, play this guy, remove this guy, don't play this guy, he's not scoring goals, play this one, he's creating more chances. All those kinds of talks, all those kinds of criticisms. That's what Peseiro has now come out to say, that he doesn't really know what Nigerians understand of the game. Do they think that football is about names? Names are not important. What is more important is winning. Winning matches. How do you get the win? How do you score 1 goal? How do you lock up your defense and get a clean sheet and win your match with 1-0? That's all Peseiro cares for. And he's now said that Nigerians actually care about names more than they care about results. But that's not how that's not how he works. How he works is he cares about winning a game. He cares about keeping clean sheet. He cares about not conceding goals. Those are the most important things for him. And that's the reason why, he's now decided to, start turning deaf ears to some of these criticisms that that he has been facing. Of course, because in the end, if he doesn't win the Afcon, he's the one that's going to be fired. Nigeria is obviously, NFL is going to obviously get another person to replace him, and all the people that are bringing suggestions, play this. If he follows all the suggestions and in the end it doesn't work out, he's the one that will be, that will pay the price and all of that. So, but of course, You listen to Peseiro, you actually see sense in him, in what he's saying. You listen to him, you see that this man is a man that, actually knows what he's doing. I don't know for a lot of people, but, personally, I actually see sense in what Peseiro does. But of course, I'll just leave that one apart. He, stated that it's not only Iheanacho. He started listing names of people who needs to play, but that he hasn't even played. The likes of Mofi, Musa, Aribo. He called all these names, and he's like, fair that people are always favoring Iheanacho. They're always asking questions. Why not Iheanacho? Why did you bring Iheanacho? It's not fair because he feels that it's not only Iheanacho. There are a lot of players who have qualities, lots of qualities, but they've not been able to play because what he as a coach wants is to provide the best formation, the best strategy, the best team, select the best guys to win his match for him. Not about playing the people that will make fans happy. That's not what he cares for. He's saying that okay, Iheanacho deserves a chance. So also Murphy, so also Musa and the likes of the other guys as well. They all have quality, no doubt. But of course, they are definitely going to get to play their role when the time comes. That's what Peseiro is maintaining. But of course, I'll just leave that one and go straight to the other update with Stanley Nwabali. And of course, in my last 2 or 3 videos, I actually gave a brief update about Stanley's injury condition. And of course, based on what Peseiro has said in the post-match interview, Stanley is obviously not been assessed, as when he said it, that it's still going to take about 24 to 48 hours to know whether the injury is going to be something that he will shake off in the next couple of days. But of course, there's a story from there are words from the big man himself, who has now come out, over his social media to express the fact that, he's strong. That's what he said actually, that he's coming back strong. Of course, when you hear a word like that, it means that there's optimism in the heart of that player, of course, to actually return very quickly. And I know that he's still subject to assessment from the medicals, and the medicals are the ones that have the final say, not the player themselves. But hearing the big man say that he's tough, he's hard, and he's coming back stronger, it means a lot. And obviously that tweet on his post on his Instagram, obviously received a lot of reactions and a warming relief for everyone, for all Nigerians, of course, who saw it, because hearing from the big man himself obviously shows that he is going to recover very quickly, and we hope and we pray that he recovers very quickly in time to face Angola this weekend. Definitely I'll be locked on this update, and I'll definitely update it on this channel. Thank you for catching the videos. God bless.